Ayasak Di Kabenguetan.
Ayasak Di Kabenguetan.
Programa abinukel iti Department of Education, Division of Benguet, tapno agtultuloy nga maipaayan ti adal, dagiti patpatgen ken dungdungwen tayo nga anak, nga agbasbasa, uray ita agdama a pandemya.
Ayasak
Di Kabenguetan.
Di Kabenguetan.
Na isang sangaya na programa iti radyo, nga pakaitampukan iti napateg nga ad-adal. Ad-adal nga mainaig iti panagbasa ti anak tayo, ama ibinsa-binsa, babaen iti panangipalpalawag, dagiti nasisirib ken nasasariri nga manursuro. Isuda, dagiti mamaestra ken mamaestro tayo, iti DEP-ED Benguet, nga inkay makadkadwa iti tangatang.
Ayasak
Di Kabenguetan.
Ayasak
Di Kabenguetan.
Ayasak Di Kabenguetan.
Alang arod, patpatgani nga masansanay, agbasbasa, ken papagayam, awisen ni amin da kayo adungeg iti daypoy nga programa. Ket kabayatan tingkay panagdengdengeg, ipaayan mi da kayo ti umdas ken naan-anay nga impormasyon wenno pakaammo amang iwanwan iti inkay panang sumbat kadagiti na idatag na sa lunsod ken aktibidades iti learning modules yo.
Ayasak
Di Kabenguetan. Isagsagot kada kayo iti Department of Education, Division of Benguet. Ken daytoy nga istasyon.
Ayasak
Di Kabenguetan.
Hello, good morning. How are you? I am teacher Cherry Ann Angyo. Today, we will be learning about the parts of a simple paragraph. You will be learning here the parts and characteristics of the parts of a paragraph that enable you to identify each in a given paragraph. This module has different activities that will help you understand the lesson, which will eventually develop your writing skills. You are then encouraged to actively engage yourself in exploring the module. Read the topic discussions.
Hello, good morning.
And do the learning activities provided.
I am teacher Cherry Ann Angyo.
Today,
This is the module
we will be
in
learning
English
about
7
the parts
entitled
of a simple paragraph.
Parts of a Simple
You will be
Paragraph.
learning here the parts
Authored
and
by
characteristics
Ma'am
of the
Rowena
parts of a
Payuan.
paragraph
After
that
the
enable you
lesson,
to identify
you are expected
each in
to
a given
master the
paragraph.
desired learning
This
competency
module has different
and to achieve
activities
the
that will
following
help you
learning
understand the lesson,
objectives.
which will
First,
eventually develop
recognize
your
the
writing
parts of a
skills.
simple paragraph.
You are then
Second,
encouraged
know
to
the
actively engage
characteristics of
yourself
each part
in
of a
exploring the
simple
module.
paragraph.
Read
Third,
the topic discussions
appreciate the
and do the learning
importance of knowing the
provided.
parts of a paragraph.
This is the module in English 7.
In our previous
entitled
lessons, you
Parts
have
of a
learned
Simple
the
Paragraph.
different kinds of a
Authored
paragraph.
by Ma'am
First
Rowena
is the
Payuan.
narrative paragraph.
After the
that tells
lesson,
a story.
you are expected to
Second
master
is
the
the
desired
descriptive
learning
paragraph,
competency,
which aims
and
to
describe
achieve
something
the following
or someone.
learning objectives.
Third is the
First,
expository paragraph.
recognize the
which
parts of a
aims
simple
to
paragraph.
inform the reader.
Second,
And lastly,
know the characteristics
the persuasive
of each
paragraph,
part of a
which
simple
aims to
paragraph.
persuade the reader.
Third, appreciate the importance
Now,
of
let's
knowing the
continue
parts
discussing
of
our
a
lesson.
paragraph.
What is a paragraph anyway?
In our previous lessons,
It is
you
a
have
group of
learned
sentences
the different kinds
that tell
of a
about
paragraph.
the main idea.
First is the narrative
And there
paragraph
are
that
three
tells a
parts
story.
of a simple
Second
paragraph.
is the descriptive paragraph,
First
which aims
part.
to describe something or
Topic
someone.
sentence or main
Third
idea.
is the expository
What is this?
paragraph, which aims
It tells the
to
reader
inform the
what the
reader.
paragraph is about.
And lastly,
or its main
the
idea.
persuasive paragraph.
It may
which
either be
aims to
expressed
persuade
or
the reader.
implied.
If it is expressed,
Now,
it
let's
may
continue
occur at
discussing
any
our
part
lesson.
of the paragraph.
What is
But
a paragraph
usually,
anyway?
it is found in the beginning
It is a
of a
group of
paragraph.
sentences
that
If it
tell
is
about
implied,
the main
then
idea.
you need to read the
And
whole
there are
paragraph to
three
get
parts
the
of a
main
simple
idea.
paragraph.
Okay,
First
so let's differentiate what is an
Topic
express topic
sentence
sentence
or
to an
main
implied
idea.
topic sentence.
What is this?
Express topic
It
sentence
tells the reader what
topic
the paragraph
sentence
is about
at the beginning
or
of
its
a
main
paragraph.
idea. It may
We have
either
here
be
an example.
expressed or implied.
Snakes come in different
If it
shapes
is
and
expressed,
sizes.
it may
Some
occur
snakes,
at
such
any
as
part of the
tree
paragraph.
snakes, have
But
long and
usually
thin bodies.
it is found in the
This
beginning
helps
of
them
a paragraph.
blend into their
If
environment.
it is implied,
Other
then
snakes,
you need to
such
read
as
the whole
sea
paragraph
snakes,
to get
are
the
thinner
main
from
idea.
side to side than from front
Okay,
to back.
so let's
This
differentiate
shape
what is an
helps
express
them
topic
move
sentence
through the
to an
water.
implied topic
Some
sentence.
snakes are even short
Express topic
and
sentence.
stubby.
Topic sentence at
So
the
in
beginning
this example of a paragraph, you can see that our
have here an
topic is at the
example.
beginning of the paragraph,
Snakes
which is
come in different
snakes
shapes
come
and
in
sizes.
different shapes and
Some
sizes.
snakes, such as tree snakes,
Okay.
have
Now let's
long
move on.
and thin bodies.
Topic sentence at the
This
end of a
helps them
paragraph.
blend
Here is
into
an
their
example.
environment.
Streams
Other
of melting
snakes,
ice and
such
snow
as
tunnel
sea
through the
snakes,
glaciers the
are
same
thinner
way
from side to
that the
side
water from
than
the
from
faucet
front to
melts
back.
its way through an
This
ice cube.
shape helps them
Water
move
from the
through water.
surface drips
Some
down
snakes
through
are
cracks,
even short
hollowing
and stubby.
out the tunnels and decorating the
So in
caves
this
with
example of a
crystal
paragraph, you
icicle.
can see that our topic
The
is at the
smooth
beginning of the
walls
paragraph,
and
which
floors
is
are so
snakes come
glass-like
in
that
different
pebbles
shapes and
frozen 6 feet deep can easily
Okay.
be seen. Now let's move on. Crystal
Topic
clear
sentence at the end of a
icicles
paragraph.
draping down
Here is
from
an
the
example.
ceiling flash
Streams of
blue-green
melting ice and
as
snow
though
tunnel
they
through
were
the
carved
glaciers
from
the same
precious
way
jewels
that the
instead
water
of
from the
ice.
faucet melts its
This
way
is how
through an ice
beautiful
cube.
caves are formed
Water
by
from the
glaciers.
surface drips
In this
down
example,
through
our
cracks,
topic sentence
hollowing
is
out the
located
tunnels
at
and
the
decorating
end of
the
the paragraph,
caves
which
with
is
crystal
this is how
icicle.
beautiful caves are
The
formed by
smooth
glaciers.
walls and floors are so glass-like that
After
pebbles
discussing an
frozen
expressed
6 feet
topic
deep
sentence,
can easily
we
be
have
seen.
implied or
Crystal
unstated
clear
topic
icicles
sentence.
draping down from the
Example.
ceiling
Have you
flash
ever seen a
blue-green
spider web?
as though they
One
were
web
carved
called
from
a ladder
precious
web.
jewels
It is
instead
long
of
and
ice.
narrow. Another
This
web
is how
is called
beautiful
an
caves
orb
are
web.
formed by
This kind of
glaciers.
web
In
resembles
this
a
example,
wheel.
our topic sentence
The implied
is
topic
located
sentence here
at
is
the end of the
not
paragraph,
all
which
spider
is,
webs
this is
look
how beautiful
alike.
caves are formed
Did
by
you get it?
glaciers.
Good.
Okay, after discussing
All right.
express
Now, let's
topic
proceed.
sentence, we
Topic
have
sentence
implied
has also
or
two
unstated
parts.
Topic sentence.
One, the topic, and second,
Example.
the controlling
Have
idea.
you ever seen a spider
The
web?
topic is the subject
One
of
web
your
called
paragraph,
a ladder web.
while the controlling
long
idea
and narrow.
limits
Another
or
web
controls
is
your
called
topic to
an
the one
orb web.
aspect that
This
you
kind
want
of
to write
web
about.
resembles
Here
a
is an
wheel.
example.
The
My
implied
sister
topic
Liz
sentence here
was
is,
born lucky.
Not all spider webs
The topic
look
here is my sister Liz.
Did you get
The
it?
controlling
Good.
idea is born lucky. All right.
Okay,
Now, let's
so that
proceed.
is our
First
topic
part,
sentence
topic
has also
sentence.
two
We
parts.
proceed to the
One,
second
the
part,
topic,
which
and
is
second,
the
the
supporting
controlling idea.
sentences. What is
The
this?
topic is the subject of your paragraph.
Supporting sentences
While the controlling
tell more
idea
about the
limits
topic
or
introduced in
controls
the
your
topic
topic
sentence.
to the one aspect
Supporting
that you want
sentences
to write
give the
about.
reader
Here
more
is an
facts
example.
about or
My
examples
sister Liz
of the
was
topic.
born lucky.
Example.
The topic
Our
here
topic
is my
sentence
sister
is
Liz.
the people in my
controlling
country
idea is
make a
born
special
lucky.
dish from the Ayasak flour.
Okay, so that is
Our
our
supporting sentences
first part,
should be
topic sentence.
where
We
the flour
proceed
grows,
to the second part,
where you
which
can
is
buy the flour,
supporting sentences.
when you eat the
What
dish,
is this?
how will you make it,
Supporting
and
sentences
how will you eat it.
tell more about the topic introduced in the topic sentence.
The third part
Supporting
is the
sentences
concluding
give
sentence.
the reader
What is
more
this?
facts
Concluding
about or
sentence is the
examples
last
of the
sentence in the paragraph.
Example.
This
topic
tells the
sentence
reader
is,
it is the
The
end
people
of
in
the
my
paragraph.
country make a
It is
special
similar
dish
with the topic
from the Ayasak
sentence.
flour.
They are both
Our supporting
general
sentences should be,
statements.
where
Now,
the flour
there are
grows,
two ways to write
where
a
you can buy
concluding
the flour,
sentence.
when you eat
Now,
the dish,
there are two
how
ways
will you
to write
make it,
a concluding
and
sentence. What
How
are
will you
these?
eat it?
First, you can say the topic sentence in different words.
The
Second,
third part
you may
is
summarize
the
the main
concluding
points
sentence.
in the
What is
paragraph.
this? Concluding
Main
sentence
concluding
is the
sentences
last
begin
sentence in
with
the
one
paragraph.
of these phrases,
This
like
tells the reader
in conclusion
it is the end of the
or
paragraph.
in summary.
It is similar with the topic sentence. They are
Examples.
both general statements.
A normal adult usually
Now,
has
there are
32
two ways
teeth.
to write
These
a
are
concluding
classified
sentence.
into 4 kinds: the
Now,
incisors,
there
the
are two
canines,
ways to
the
write a
premolars,
concluding
and the
sentence.
molars.
What are these?
The incisors
First, you
are the
can
4
say the
teeth
topic
in front
sentence
in
different
both
words.
the upper
Second,
and the
you
lower
may
set.
summarize the main
These are
points in the
followed by a
paragraph.
pair of canines. An
Many
adult
concluding
has
sentences
2 upper
begin
canines
with
and
one
2
of
lower
these
canines.
phrases.
Like next are 2
conclusion,
premolars on each
or
side
in
for a
summary,
total of 4 upper premolars and 4
Examples.
lower premolars.
A
Normal
last
adult
3 teeth
usually
on
has
each
32
side are
teeth.
called the
These are
molars.
classified into 4 kinds.
These 4 kinds of
incisors,
teeth
the
make
canines,
up an
the
adult's
premolars,
32
and the molars.
teeth.
You can
The
observe
incisors
that our
are
last
the 4
sentence
teeth in front
is
in both
the statement
the
to
upper
conclude
and the lower
paragraph.
set. These are followed by
Next
a pair
example.
of canines. An adult
My sister
has 2
Liz was
upper
born
canines
lucky.
and 2 lower canines.
She has a beautiful smile.
Next are 2
When she does
premolars
something
on
bad,
each side
she
for a
smiles
total
and my
of
parents
4
are not
upper
angry.
premolars.
She
and
does
4
not study
lower
hard, but
premolars.
always has good grades.
The last 3 teeth
After
on
school,
each side
she does
are
her
called
homework
the
in
molars.
5 minutes while she watches
These 4
television
kinds
at the
of
same
teeth
time.
make up an
In
adult's
conclusion,
32 teeth.
I believe
You can
that
observe
some
that
people
our
are
last
born lucky
sentence
and some are
is
not. Okay, our
the
concluding
statement to
statement
conclude
this
the
time
paragraph.
is the last
Okay?
statement.
Next example. My sister
Okay.
Liz was born lucky.
That is our lesson
She
for
has a
today.
beautiful
I hope you were
smile.
able to understand it.
When she does
and you're
something
ready
bad,
to answer the
she
activities
smiles
prepared
and my
for
parents
you.
are not angry.
In what's more,
She
you
does
will
not
be
study
presented
hard,
with
but
activity
always
1,
has
activity
good
2,
grades.
and activity 3.
After school,
along
she
with
does her
assessment
homework
1,
in 5
assessment
minutes
2,
while
and
she
assessment
watches
3.
television at the
If you
same
have some
time.
questions, you
In
ask the help of your
conclusion,
parents
I
or your
believe
guardians
that some
or
people are
siblings.
born lucky
You may
and
also
some are
contact your teacher
Our concluding
through
statement
text,
this time
call, or you can
is
send
the
message
last
in
statement.
Messenger. You have to answer also your post-assessment so that
is
you
our
will
lesson
know
for today.
whether you
I hope
mastered
you're
the
able to
learning
understand it,
competency or
and
you're
you're
ready
ready
to
to
go
answer
back
the
to the
activities
activities where you
prepared
got
for you.
low.
In what's
Use
more,
the answer
you will
key
be
at the back
presented with
page
activity
to
1,
check
activity
your answer.
2, and activity 3.
This is your
Along with
module on
assessment
parts of
1,
a simple
assessment
paragraph.
2, and
I
assessment
hope
3.
you will have
If you
an
have some
exciting
questions,
time
you ask the help of
accomplishing
your
the
parents
activities.
or your guardians
Thank
or
you,
siblings.
and have a
You may
wonderful
also
day.
contact your teacher through text, call, or you can
Hi.
send message in Messenger.
Sagot ka naman.
You have to answer also your post-assessment
Ganyan.
so that you
Magandang
will
araw
know
sa'yo.
whether you mastered the learning
Maalala mo ba
competency
ako?
or you need to go back to the
Yung guro
activities
mo
where you
sa
got
module
low.
1.5.
Use the answer key at the back page
Teacher
to
Corazon
check
Villena
your
mula sa
answer.
Alejo Empacalzo Memorial
This is
National
your
High School,
module on
diba?
parts of a simple paragraph.
Tayo
I
ang
hope
partner
you
ngayon
will have
sa
an
new
exciting
normal.
time accomplishing the
Ang
activities.
tinatawag natin na
Thank you, and
eskwelabahayan.
have a wonderful
Or
day.
new word ko yun ha. Believe ako sa'yo. Hi! Malakas ang
Sagot ka
pagpupursige
naman.
mo. Maganda yan.
Ganyan.
We heal
Magandang
as one,
araw
diba?
sa'yo. Maalala mo ba
Sa
ako?
katatapos mong aralin,
Yung guro mo
Module
sa
1,
Module 1.5.
aralin 1.5, nakilala mo si
Teacher
Manding.
Corazon Villena mula
Maalala
sa
mo?
Alejo Empacalzo Memorial
Sa
National
dula
High School,
na kahit
diba?
hindi siya nakapagtapos,
Tayo
ng
ang
kurso
partner
ay
ngayon
sinikap niya
sa new normal.
itayo ang kanilang
Ang
buhay
tinatawag natin na
nita.
eskwelabahayan.
Hindi siya umasa ng
New word ko
tulong
yun,
sa
ha?
kanyang ina
Believe ako
at
sa'yo.
kanyang mga kuya
Malakas ang
na nakapagtapos
pagpupursige mo.
ng kurso.
Maganda
May
yan.
maayos na buhay,
We heal as one.
di
diba?
tulad niya. Ngunit sa kabila
katatapos
ng
mong
kahirapan,
aralin,
ay umusbong
Module
pa rin ang
aralin
matinding
1.5,
pananalig sa
nakilala
Diyos
mo si Manding.
at pagmamahal sa
Naalala
ina.
mo?
Balikan natin
Sa dula
ang tula
na
ng
kahit
Manding
hindi
sa
siya
kanyang ina.
nakapagtapos ng
Sabayan mo
kurso
akong
ay
basahin
sinikap
ang
niya
tula ha.
Itayo ang kanilang
Pasko!
buhay ni
Pasko
Nita.
ngayon. Hindi
Sa
siya umasa
kabi-kabilay,
ng tulong
masaya
sa
ang
kanyang
lahat.
ina laganap
at
ang
kanyang
tuwa,
mga
siglay
kuya na
nakasabog,
nakapagtapos ng kurso.
daigdig,
May maayos na
may
buhay,
galay,
di tulad
kaluwalhati ang
niya.
pahatid ng Diyos,
Ngunit sa
ating
kabila ng
nilalasap.
kahirapan,
Kaya bawat
ay
tao,
umusbong pa
ang
rin
bawat kinapal,
ang matinding
maligayang
pananalig sa
ganap.
Diyos at
Ako,
pagmamahal sa ina.
Dito sa puso,
Balikan natin ang
pag-ibig
tulan
sa Diyos,
kanyang
lalong tumitimyas.
Sabayan mo akong basahin
Ngayong pusong
ang
ito,
tulahan.
ang kayamanan kong matibay,
Pasko
matatag,
ngayon.
tanggapin
Sa
mo, Ina.
kabi-kabilay,
Hindi
masaya ang
maluluma,
lahat.
hindi
Laganap
malalansa.
ang tuwa, siglay nakasabog.
Alam kong nakaramdam ka
Daigdig,
rin
may
ng
galalakit
sa kanyang
Kaluwalhati
pamatiya,
ang pahatid
binasa
ng
mo
Diyos,
ito.
ating
Tinitimpi mo
nilalasap.
ang iyong
Kaya
kaisipan
bawat tao,
sa pagiging
ang bawat
makatotohanan
kinapal,
ng pangyayari
maligayang ganap.
Totoo yun,
Ako,
di ba?
Dito sa puso,
Kung gayon, atin ang
pag-ibig
simulan
sa Diyos,
ang ating
lalong
aralin.
tumitimyas.
Nasa aralin 1.5
Ngayong pusong
pa rin
ito,
tayo, ngunit
ang kayamanan
sa
kong
module
matibay,
2.
matatag,
Tungkol ito
tanggapin
sa
mo,
mga
Ina,
ekspresyong
hindi
nagpapahayag
maluluma,
ng katotohanan.
hindi malalansa.
Ang aralin ay paglalaanan mo ng 2 oras. Alam kong nakaramdam ka
Inaasahan,
rin
malilinang mo
ng
ang
hinanakit
most
sa
essential
kanyang
learning
mga
competency
kuya na binasa
sa
mo.
module na ito.
Tinitimpi mo
Most essential
ang iyong
learning
kaisipan
competency.
sa pagiging makatotohanan ng
Nagagamit
ang ekspresyong nagpapahayag
Totoo yun,
ng
di ba?
katotohanan tulad
Kung
ng
gayon,
sa totoo,
atin ang simulan,
talaga,
aralin.
tunay,
Nasa aralin 1.5
mangyari pa,
rin tayo,
ganoon
ngunit
nga,
sa module 2.
sadya. At marami
Tungkol
pang iba.
ito sa mga ekspresyong
Tulad ng
nagpapahayag
mga
ng
naunang
katotohanan.
module,
Ang aralin
upang
ay
maging
paglalaanan mo
makabuluhan
ng
ang
2
iyong
oras.
pag-aaral.
Inaasahan,
Ipaalala ko lamang
malilinang
ang
mo ang
sumusunod.
most essential learning competency.
Basahin
sa
ang
module
bawat panuto sa
most
mga
essential
sasaguting
learning
gawain.
competency.
Isagawa ang mga
Nagagamit
gawain
ang
at
ekspresyong
pagsasanay sa
nagpapahayag
aralin.
ng katotohanan.
Bawat araw,
Tulad ng
dapat
sa totoo,
may matapos ka.
Talaga,
Siguruhin na personal mo
mangyari
munang
pa, sasagutin ang
ganoon
gawain
nga
mong pagsasanay.
sadya.
At marami pa.
Para sa iyong pagkatuto sa
tulad ng mga
DEP-ED
naunang narito
module
ang
inihandang
upang
mga
maging
gawain
makabuluhan ang iyong
na iyong
pag-aaral,
tapat
ipaalala ko
matiyagasanang
lamang ang
sasagutin.
Narito
Basahin
ang
mga
bawat
gawain.
panuto sa mga
Pagsusuri
sasaguting gawain.
Kung ang pahayag ay
Isagawa ang mga
makatotohanan
at pagsasanay
o opinyon.
sa aralin.
Bawat araw,
Magkilala
dapat
sa mga
may
ekspresyong
matapos ka.
nagpapahayag ng katotohanan
Siguruhin
at opinyon na personal mo munang sasagutin
paggamit
ang mga
sa mga
gawain.
ekspresyon sa pagbuo ng mga pahayag
Para sa iyong pagkatuto
na katotohanan
sa
at
MPLC,
opinyon.
narito ang inihandang
Bago
mga
ka
gawain
magpatuloy
na
sa
iyong
mga
tapat
gawain,
at
narito
matiyagasanang
ang mahalagang
kaalamang bibigyan ng puntos.
narito ang mga gawain.
Pagsusuri
Una,
kung ang pahayag ay
ano ang ekspresyon
nagpapahayag
o
ng katotohanan.
opinyon?
Pagkilala
Pangalawa,
sa mga ekspresyong
na
nagpapahayag
ihahambing
ng
ang ekspresyong
katotohanan
nagpapahayag ng katotohanan sa mga
paggamit
ekspresyong
sa mga
nagpapahayag
ekspresyon
ng opinyon.
sa pagbuo ng mga
Pangatlo,
pahayag ng
paano
katotohanan at
nakatutulong ang mga ekspresyon
bago
na
nagpapahayag ng
magpatuloy
katotohanan
sa mga
gawain
sa
narito
makabuluhang gawain
mahalagang kaalamang
tulad
bibigyan ng
ng
puntos.
pag-uulat at pananaliksi. Una, ano ang katotohanan
Ano ang
ng
ekspresyong nagpapahayag ng katotohanan?
Sinasabi na ito ay nagsasaad ng ideya
Pangalawa,
o pangyayari
naihahambing ang
na
ekspresyong nagpapahayag
napatunayan
ng
ang
katotohanan
tanggap ng
sa
lahat,
mga ekspresyong
hindi
nagpapahayag ng
napasutubalian o napagsisinungalingan sa
Paano?
ibang lugar. Nakatutulong ang mga
Ito rin
ekspresyong
ay may
nagpapahayag
siyentipikong
ng
batayan
katotohanan
gaya ng
sa
agham
makabuluhang
o siyensya,
gawain,
tulad
may suportang
ng
datos,
pag-uulat at pananaliksi.
may pag-aaral, pananaliksi,
Ano ang
at
katotohanan?
suportang impormasyong napatunayan
Sinasabi na
tama
ito ay
at mabisa
nagsasaad ng
para sa lahat.
ideya o pangyayari
Kapag hinahango ang kaisipan
napatunayan
o ideya
at
mula
tanggap
sa
ng
ibang
lahat
sagunian, hindi
o pananaliksi,
napasutubalian, gamitan ng mga
o
pagsila
napagsisinungalingan
gaya
sa
ng
ibang
nasa
lugar.
ibaba. para mapatunayan
Ito rin ay may
tipikong batayan gaya ng
ito o siyensya.
magiging mabisa
May suportang
ang
datos.
iyong pahayag. May
So,
pag-aaral,
ano yung mga yun?
batay sa
Pananaliksik,
pag-aaral,
totoo,
at suportang
Yan, dudugtungan mo
impormasyon
yan.
na patunayang
Tama
mula sa mga
at
datos
mabisa
na aking
para sa
nakalap ay tunay na.
Kapag
hinahango ang
yung
kaisipan
tatlong tuldok
o
doon,
ideya
ibig sabihin
mula sa
dudugtungan
ibang sanggunian ng iyong nakalap
pananaliksik
o nakuhang datos.
gamitan ng mga
ang mga patunay na aking nakalang
nasa
ibaba para mapatunayan
Pwede rin gamitin ang
ayon sa
pagiging
dalubhasa nito na patunayan na
magiging
o ano ba yung
mabisa
napatunayan mo
ang
iyong pahayag. So,
Isa
yung
pa,
mga yun? Isang
batay
mabisang
sa
pag-aaral at
pag-aaral,
pagsusuri
Yan,
ang
dudugtungan
isinagawa.
mo yan.
Kaya napatunayan mula sa mga datos
O, ano yung
na
napatunayan,
aking nakalap
idudugtong mo
ay
dyan.
tunay na. Napatunayang mabisa
Yung tatlong tuldok
doon.
yan,
Ipahayag mo kung ano ang napatunayan.
ng iyong nakalap.
At maaari din ang gamitin mula
Ang
sa
mga
pagbeberifika
patunay na aking
ng mga
nakalap
datos
ay
at impormasyon na
Pwede rin
patunayang
gamitin ang
ayon sa
napatunayan.
dalubhasa. Pwede rin gamitin
Napatunayan
ito na batay
O,
sa
ano ba yung
resulta
napatunayan mo?
pinatutunayan ni o
Isa
di kaya
pa,
mula isang
kay.
mabisang pag-aaral
O di kaya,
at sang-ayon
sa
ang
tinutukoy
isinagawa
na
kaya mababasa
napatunayan.
sa
O,
o
ano
aring
yung
pahina
napatunayan,
o aklat
idudugtong mo
ang
dyan.
pwede mong idugtong doon. Napatunayang mabisa ang opinyon
Yan,
ipahayag ay pananaw ng isang tao o
At
pangkat
maaari
ng
din ang
mga
gamitin
tao
na
mula
maaaring
sa
hindi
pagbeberifika
totoo
ng
sa
mga
iba.
datos at
Walang
impormasyon
katiyakan
na patunayang
o
walang
napatunayan.
sapat na basihan. Pwede rin gamitin
Karaniwang
batay sa
hindi
resulta
suportado
pinatutunayan
ng
ni
datos o
di kaya
scientificong
mula
basihan.
kay o di kaya sang-ayon ilan sa mga ekspresyong
na
ginagamit
mababasa
naman
sa
sa
opinyong
pahayag
pahina
ay
o
ang
aklat.
sumusunod. Pwede mong idugtong. Naniniwala ako ang
Sapagkat
opinyon
ito'y opinyon,
ay
kaya
pananaw ng
nanggagaling
isang
sa iyo.
tao o pangkat
Sa
ng
aking
mga
palagay.
tao
Ano yung
na
palagay
maaaring
mo
hindi
tungkol dun
totoo
sa
iba. Pahayag na yon. Walang katiyakan ang opinyon ko
sa
o
bagay na ito.
walang sapat
Yan,
na basihan.
dudugtong mo yan.
Karaniwang
Pwede rin gamitin ang
hindi
palagay
suportado
ko.
ng datos
O
di kaya
scientificong
baka ang mga
basihan.
pangyayaring ano yung mga pangyayaring iyon? Ilan sa mga ekspresyong ginagamit
Pwede
naman
rin
sa
ang
opinyong marahil
ay
ang bagay na ito ay
O,
naniniwala
ito
ako, pwedeng
Sapagkat
ang mga
ito'y opinyon,
pangyayari
kaya magagaling sa iyo. Sa
o di kaya
Ano
sa
yung palagay
ganang
mo
sarili, ibig
tungkol
sabihin
dun sa
ikaw yon
pahayag
sa
na yun?
opinyon mo. At
ang
pwede
opinyon
mong
ko
gamitin
sa bagay na
sa
ito,
tingin ko.
Yan, idudugtong mo yan.
Yun ang mga ginagamit natin.
Pwede rin gamitin
kapag tayo
ang
nagpapahayag
palagay
ng
ko.
ating opinyon. O di kaya,
Ngunit
baka
tandaan,
ang mga pangyayaring, ang
yung
opinyon
mga pangyayaring iyon
ay maaring positibo o negatibo. Pwede rin ang marahil, ang mga
bagay na
positibong
ito ay-
opinyon ay gumagamit din ng
ito
sumusunod.
pa.
Pwedeng ang mga
Tunay.
pangyayari, o halimbawa, tunay
O di
na
kaya,
na mapanganib
sa ganang sarili,
ang
ibig sabihin
COVID
ikaw yun.
virus.
Sa iyong opinyon mo.
At
Talaga.
pwede mong gamitin
Sa tingin
ganoon
mo.
nga. Ganoon nga ang Yun ginawa
ang
niya.
mga ginagamit
Yun ay
natin
positibong
kapag tayo'y
opinyon.
nagpapahayag ng ating
Mangyari pa. O di naman
Ngunit
kaya ang
tandaan,
salitang sadya. Ang opinyon ay
Ang
maaaring
negatibong
opinyon
positibo o
ay
negatibo.
gumagamit ng ngunit. Ang mga
Subalit,
positibong opinyon
ay gumagamit
habang
din ng sumusunod.
at samantala. Tunay. O halimbawa,
Ngayong
tunay
nalaman
nga mo na ang mga
mapanganib
ekspresyong ginagamit sa
COVID
pagpapahayag ng
virus.
katotohanan at
Oh.
opinyon,
Talaga.
nakatitiyak akong kayang-kaya mo
Ganoon
nang
nga.
sagutin ang
Ganoon
mga
nga ang
ginawa
gawain.
niya.
Yun ay positibo.
Kayang-kaya mo,
opinyon.
di ba?
Inuulit
Mangyari
ko,
pa, hindi
Hindi
masamang
naman
magpatulong
kaya ang
sa iba,
salitang sadya.
ngunit dapat mong tandaan
Ang negatibong
na
opinyon
lubos kang masaya
ay
sa
gumagamit
isang bagay
ng
na talagang
ngunit,
pinaghirapan mong isagawa.
Subalit,
Habang,
habang
maalala mo
at
pa ako,
samantala.
selfie muna, di ba? bago ka pumunta sa
Ngayong
call your
nalaman
family,
mo na ang mga
chat
ekspresyon
a friend,
na ginagamit sa
call
pagpapahayag
or
ng katotohanan,
text me.
diba?
At opinion,
Sa text lang ako
nakatitiyak akong
kayang-kaya mo
pwede na
nang
tayong
sagutin
magpatuloy.
ang mga gawain.
Maraming salamat ha.
Kayang-kaya mo, diba?
Muli, ang iyong
Inuulit
guro,
ko, hindi masamang
Corazon
magpatulong sa iba,
Villena.
ngunit dapat
Bye.
mong tandaan na lubos kang masaya sa isang
Great
bagay
morning,
na
learners.
talagang pinag-
Welcome to our second session with representative
maalala mo
elements,
pa ako?
but this
Selfie
time
muna,
with
diba?
its
Bago
compounds.
ka pumunta sa call your family,
What compounds are formed
a friend,
when family A
call
elements
or
combine?
text me, diba? Isang text lang
This
ako
blank periodic table will
pwede na
guide
tayo
us to
magpatuloy.
determine the location
Maraming
of
salamat,
the
ha.
elements that belongs
Muli,
to
ang iyong
representative
guro,
elements.
Corazon,
All elements that are placed
Bye.
in the colored blue cubes belong to representative elements. The elements found at the middle are called transition metals, which you will later learn as you proceed to higher grades. Before we discuss further, let us look at first the focus of this discussion. We shall focus our discussion with number 1. Trace the possible combinations of familiar representative elements. Then, we shall explore the combining capacity of the representative elements. Let us now look at the elements that belong to the representative groups which can form common compounds. What do you notice with this periodic table? Yes, there are positive and negative numbers above each column. The positive one above column 1 speaks of the number or the capacity of the element to combine, meaning to say it can donate 1 electron so that a compound will be formed. For elements below family 2A, they have positive 2. This means they can donate 2 electrons to another element, so they will form compounds. And so with the rest of the elements. Let's have an example. Hydrogen, which belongs to family 1A, has 1 electron to donate. When electron of hydrogen combines with oxygen, they form H2O, or water molecules. That is why you have there 2 below H, because it needs to donate 2 electrons, which oxygen will also accept. Another example of an element that comes from family 1A is Na, or sodium. It has an atomic number of 11, but it can only donate 1 electron, as indicated by positive 1 above the column. When sodium combines with 1 electron of chlorine, they form a compound we commonly call salt. So salt is an example of a compound which is formed by the combination of a representative element. Salt is a common compound which is formed from the combination of 2 representative elements. What makes it possible for these elements to combine? As we have said, they combine because of the presence of electrons that can be donated and accepted by these elements. Let's have an example of this using formula. So when hydrogen, which has positive 1, meaning to say it can donate 1 electron, combines with 2 electrons of oxygen, it needs 2 hydrogen to form the 2 molecule of water. Another example using the symbols. we have sodium. Combining with chlorine, needing one electron, they will form sodium chloride. You notice with this formula that there are no more numbers as a subscript. It is simply because the positive and negative will cancel out. In this symbol, you can no longer see subscripts. Why? It is simply because sodium donated one electron and chlorine accepted one electron. So there is no need to write the subscript of 1. What have you noticed with the combining capacity of the representative elements? We have here a definition of the combining capacity. An element's combining capacity is the number of electrons it needs to gain or lose in order to gain or attain stable ion. It is also the subsequent ionic charge that the element possesses. Take note that the combining capacity will be used later on to predict chemical formulas, so it is essential that you know how to figure them out, just like what we have done in the example. Let's go back once more to our periodic table. So this is our periodic table. The positive 1 and the positive 2 are the metals that loses electrons. For positive 3 or elements under family 3A, they also lose electrons. For 4A family up to 7A family, these are non-metals who gain electrons. So this is the combining capacity of the elements. It is also known as the ionic charge of elements. Let's again use these examples. You notice with the formula formed by this compound, which is lithium oxide. Lithium has a subscript of 2 because it needs to donate 2 electrons, while oxygen has no subscript because it accepted 2 electrons. The same with sodium and chlorine. When they form the compound sodium chloride, there is no more subscript when their symbols are written. The formula shows that the element's combining capacity refers to the number of electrons that needs to gain or lose in order to become stable. So you notice salt now is a stable compound. That is why we can hold it. I hope you will enjoy learning more of the combining capacity of the representative elements in your module. Good luck and thank you.
Hi, good morning guys. I hope you are safe and eager to continue learning despite this pandemic. I am Shaila Kawang, your Arts 9 module developer, which focuses on Western arts traditions. This module was developed for Benguet Division. In your previous module, you had learned a lot. You were able to describe, determine, and compare the characteristics of artworks produced in the different art periods. Definitely,
Hi. Good morning,
you enjoyed
guys.
answering
I hope
the
you are
activities
safe
and
eager
given
to
in your
continue
previous
learning
module,
despite this pandemic.
right? Now,
I am
it's
Shaila
time for
Kawang,
you to
your
finish
Arts 9
the race
module
for
developer,
arts,
grade
which focuses
9.
on Western arts
Try to
traditions.
recall the discussions
This
on the
module
different topics
was
of
developed
arts grade
for
9
Benguet Division.
from the Western classical art
In
tradition.
your previous module,
The
you
types
had
of
learned
arts,
a lot.
namely,
You were able to
painting,
describe, determine,
sculpture,
and compare the
architecture
characteristics of
of the ancient art.
artworks produced in the
includes
different art periods.
painting from the early ages
Definitely,
and Egyptian
you
era.
enjoyed answering
Classical
the activities
art. We have
given
the
in
Greek
your
and
previous
Roman
module,
eras, right? And lastly, now, the medieval periods. It's time for you to finish the race the Byzantine, grade Romanesque, 9, and Gothic eras. Try to recall the discussions in this on the different topics of you arts will produce your desired from the Western classical through art the guided activities. So the types of arts, the competency, namely, which is painting, to apply different media techniques and architecture processes of the ancient to communicate ideas that include experiences, painting from the early ages, showing the characteristics of Western classical art traditions. We have the Greek and Roman eras. If we go further, and lastly, arts the medieval period explains the languages of emotions, the Byzantine and individual Romanesque experience and Gothic eras. All walks of life. In this module, may it be the joyous you will produce your desired output through the guided activities. It is evidently so as to master the competencies are connected to our everyday to apply different media techniques to add with and processes. It to communicate ideas, it is experiences and stories, and it could showing the characteristics of Western classical art traditions. May it be painting, creating things. If we go further, that can arts satisfy your wants, explains the languages of pieces, an individual is experiencing and dancing to the maximum of your life, and may it be the joyous and saddest part of his media techniques. Utilizing the computer it is evidently shown that arts are connected to our everyday moves. Will assess and guide you to add with, as you apply media techniques in your art. It is developed. It depends on your own choice, and it could increase your personal self-esteem. As long as it will communicate ideas, experiences, even your that own can satisfy your wants. Inventing these given pieces that you will be making a photo montage to the maximum of your likes, whereby and you can creating output change using media techniques, overlap, utilizing the computer world to form a new image that this module something you wish to assess and guide you utilize as you apply media techniques in your art on the next page. It depends on your own choice with a new on how will you do it. As long as think of a unique way will communicate in creating ideas, a quality output, experiences, remember even your own that mirrors what you feel. Using this given activities of your photo you will be making a photo montage activity for sure, whereby you appreciate you can alter, output, change, add, for overlap, number 2, rearrange the picture to form a new image that conveys something you wish to imply. To form a new image, utilize and that is the smaller picture found on the next page in the new bigger for picture you to come up likewise with a new for activity image. 3. The same procedure think of a unique as way what you did in creating a quality output. Photo montage. Remember, that mirrors what you feel. And label your work output, on the other given activities of your photo to be placed in your accordion folder during the submission date. You will appreciate criteria and basis of points for your output. For activity number 2, in your which folder. Says, I'll decorate my paintings. If you have utilize the smaller pictures to form a new image directly and that is exactly a message in my chat box. Paste it in the new bigger picture. Likewise for activity 3, love your output, the same procedure time wisely as what you did and work previously. Photo montage. Keep on producing an output through your unique stories. Name and label your output art. And it is expected to be placed in your accordion folder during the submission date.
Hello,
criteria and basis of points for your output will be placed in your folder.
Welcome to another session of Exploring Mathematics.
If you have questions, please
at this point of our
or
session,
directly
we will be
send
learning how
a private
to solve
message
routine
in my
and
chat
non-routine
box
problems
involving
involving division of fractions.
To
Don't
end
worry,
with,
I
love
will
your
help you
output,
get through the
use your
challenging
time
activities.
wisely, and work
One thing
thoroughly.
more, you
Keep
will
on
work
producing
together
an
with your
output
learning buddy.
through your unique
It could be
stories,
your brother,
visible
your
in your
sister,
own art.
your
Good
father,
luck, young artists.
your mother,
Stay
or
safe.
any adult who can assist you in answering
Hello,
the different
our
learning
dear
tasks
Math
in your
Explorer.
module. How are you today? Welcome
This
to
is the
another
module
session
that you
of
will be
Exploring
using for this
Mathematics.
session.
I am
This is
Teacher
intended
Jomar.
for learners in
At
grade
this point
5
of
like
our
you.
session, We will be
You are
learning how to
encouraged
solve
to
routine
actively
and
engage
non-routine
yourself
problems
in exploring the
involving
module.
division of
Read
fractions.
the directions carefully.
Don't worry,
and do the learning
I will
activities
help you
provided.
get through the challenging activities.
Before the main points
One
and
thing more,
activities in your module,
you will work together with
make
your
sure to
learning
answer
buddy.
first the 10
It could
item
be your
test
brother,
under what
your
I know,
sister,
to measure
your
how
father,
much you know about
your
the
mother,
lesson that we
or
will have.
any adult who can assist
Previously,
you in answering
you
the
learned in your
different
math
learning
class on
tasks
how
in your
to solve
module.
problems involving multiplication of fractions.
This is
Do
the
you still
module that
remember
you
the
will be
steps
using
you
for
used
this
in answering
session.
the problems?
This is intended
Let's
for
have
learners
a
in grade
time
5
with
like
them
you.
once more.
You are encouraged to actively
Here are
engage
the
yourself
steps that
in
we
exploring
used.
the module.
First,
Read the directions
know what the
carefully
problem is
and do the
asking
learning
for.
activities provided.
next,
Before the main
identify the
points
given
and
facts.
activities in your module, make sure to answer first
Then,
the 10 item
identify
test
the operation
under
to be
what I
used.
know, to measure how much you know
Then write
about
the
the
number
lesson that we
sentence.
will have.
After
Previously,
that, solve
you learned
and
in your
perform
math
the
class on
indicated
how to
operation.
solve problems involving
Then state the
multiplication
final
of
answer.
fractions. Do you still remember the steps you used
How
in
about
answering the
dividing a
problems?
fraction? How do
Let's
we do it?
have a time with
Well,
them once more.
Dividing fractions is as easy as pi.
Here are the steps
Flip
that
the
we
second
use.
fraction, then
First,
multiply.
know what the
Oops.
problem is asking
Don't
for.
forget to simplify
Next,
before you say goodbye.
identify the given facts.
Let's have this example. We have 4 ninths.
Then, identify
divided
the
by
operation to
2/3.
be used.
So it says there,
Then write
flip
the number
second
sentence.
fraction. So we will
After
get
that,
the
solve
reciprocal
and perform
of
the
2/3.
indicated operation.
That is 3 halves.
Then state the
or
final
3
answer.
over 2. And then after that,
How
proceed
about
to
dividing a
multiplication.
fraction? How do
so
we do
will
it?
have 4 ninths
Well,
times
dividing
3
fractions
halves.
is as easy
So
as
we will
pi.
get 12
Flip the
over
second
18.
fraction, then
And
multiply.
reducing it to lowest term,
Oops.
we will get
Don't forget to
2/3.
simplify before
And
you
if you
say
encounter
goodbye.
a mixed number,
Let's have this example.
just change it first to improper
we have 4
fraction
ninths
before
divided
going
by
through the process.
2/3.
We will be putting
So it
these
stays
previous
there,
concepts
flip the
in
second
dealing
fraction.
with our lesson today.
So we will get
on solving
the
problems
reciprocal of
involving
2/3.
division of
That
fractions.
is 3 halves.
Let us
or
have
3 over 2.
this problem.
And then after that, proceed to
Harold
multiplication.
has 3/4 of
So
a
we will
bag
have
of
4
dog
ninths
food. His
times
dog
3
eats
halves.
1/10 of a
So
bag
we will
per
get
week.
12
How
over
many
18.
weeks will the food
And
last?
reducing it to lowest term, we will get 2/3.
Before we go back to
And
the
if you
step-by-step
encounter a mixed
process
number,
of solving the problem,
Just change it
let's
first to
analyze
improper
it.
fraction.
The problem
before going through the
clearly
process.
asks how many
We will be
1/10
putting this previous
will
concept
fit to
in dealing
3/4.
with our lesson today.
Let us use a
On
model
solving problems
to see the problem clearly.
involving division of fractions.
So we have here,
Let us have
3/4.
this problem. Harold
And we
has
have
3/4 of a bag
1/10.
of dog food. His
Now,
dog
how
eats
many
1/10
fits
of a bag
to
per week.
3/4?
How
Remember
many weeks will
that
the food
our
last?
equation is,
Before we go back to the
remember
step-by-step
that
process
our equation
of solving the problem,
is
let's
3/4
analyze it.
divided by
The problem
1/10
clearly
equals
asks
n.
how many
So
1/10
1/10 is
will
our
fit
second number.
to 3/4.
So how many of
Let us
our
use
second
a model
number
to see
fits
the problem
to our
clearly.
first number? So let's try
So
to
we
see
have
it.
here 3/4.
How many 1/10 fits to 3/4? We have 1
And we have
2,
1/10.
3,
Now,
4,
how many 1/10
5
fits to 3/4?
6,
Remember that our
and
equation
1/2.
is,
Based from the model, the food will last for
remember
7
that
and
our
1/2
equation
weeks.
is
Now,
3/4
let's consider
divided
using
by
the steps
1/10
if we will
equals
arrive
n.
at the same answer.
So 1/10 is our second number.
Again,
So how
the
many
situation
of our
is
second number
Harold
fits
has
to our
3/4
first
of
number?
a bag of dog
So let's
food.
try to see it.
His dog
How many
eats
1/10 fits
of a
to
bag per
3/4?
week.
We have
How
1,
many weeks will the food
2,
last? So the
3,
problem clearly
4,
asked for the
5,
number of weeks the food
6,
will last.
7,
And the given facts
and
are
1/2.
3/4 of
Based
a bag
from the
of
model,
dog food,
the
and
food will
1/10
last for
of a
7
bag
and
per
1/2
week.
weeks. Now,
The
let's
operation that
consider
we're
using
going
the
to
steps
use will be
if we will
division.
arrive at the same answer.
Because we know, and it is
Again,
clearly stated
the
in the
situation
problem,
is
how
Harold
many
has
1/10
3/4
are there
of a bag of
in
dog
3/4.
food. His
After
dog
that,
eats
we will have the
1/10
number
of a
sentence.
bag per week.
In this
How
case,
many weeks
it is
will the
3/4
food last?
divided by 1/10
So the problem
equals n.
clearly asked for the
Now
number
we
of
are ready
weeks
to solve.
the food will last.
that is 3/4,
and the given facts
divided
are
by 1/10
3/4 of
equals
a bag
10.
of dog food
Flip
and
the second
1/10
number,
of a bag
so we will
per
have
week.
3/4 divided by 10 over
The
1
operation that we are
equals
going
n.
to use will
Then
be
proceed
division,
to multiplication.
because
3/4 times
we
10
know,
over 1
and it is clearly
equals
stated in the
30
problem,
over 4.
how many
30
1/10
over 4
are there
is an improper
in
fraction.
3/4?
So we will make
After
it
that,
as
we
a
will have
mixed
the number sentence.
So that is
In
7
this case,
and
it is
2/4.
3/4 divided by
2/4 can be reduced to
equals
lowest term. That is 1/2.
Now we are ready
so
to
we
solve.
will have 7
That is
and 1/2.
3/4
So
divided by
stating the final
1/10
answer,
equals
we
n.
will have the food
Flip
will
the
last
second number
for 7.
So we will have 3/4
and 1/2
divided by
weeks.
10 over 1 equals
Let
n.
us consider
Then proceed
another
to
problem.
multiplication. 3/4
A
times
baker
10
has
over
5
1 equals
pies in her
30
shop.
over 4.
She cut
30
the
over
pies
4
in
is an improper
pieces
fraction.
that are each
So we will
1/8
make it
of a
as
whole
a
pie.
mixed number.
How many
so that
pieces
is
of pie
7
does she
and
has?
2/4. 2/4 can be
Again,
reduced to lowest
just
term.
like what we did in
That
the
is
first
1/2.
problem,
So we will have 7
we may follow
and
the steps
1/2.
to solve it,
So
or we
stating
may
the final
use
answer,
a model.
we will have
This
the
time,
food will last
let's try
for
to use
7
the steps
and 1/2
first.
weeks. Let us
Using the
consider
steps,
another problem.
We say the
A
number of
baker
pies
has
the
5
baker
and
has
1/4 pies
is what
in
the
her
problem
shop.
is asking for.
She cut the
The given
pies
facts,
in pieces.
we have 5 and
that
1/4
are
pies
each 1/8
and
of
1/8
a
of a
whole
whole pie.
How many pieces of pie
What is the
does
mathematical
she
operation
has?
to be used? That is division.
Again, just like what we
and the
did in
number
the first
sentence,
problem,
combining our given facts and our
we may
operation,
follow the steps to
that
solve
is
it,
5 and 1/4
or we may
divided
use
by 1/8
a model.
equals j.
This time,
Then
let's
solve.
try to use
5 and
the steps
1/4
first.
divided by 1/8 equals j. This
Using
time,
the steps,
5 and 1/4
we say
is a mixed number.
the number of
So to
pies
be
the
able to
baker
perform
has
the operation,
is what
we
the
need
problem
to change
is
it
asking
first
for.
to improper
The given
fraction.
facts,
That
we have
is
5 and 1/4 pies.
5 times 4
and
is
1/8
20
of a whole pie.
plus 1, we got 21
What is the mathematical
over 4.
operation to be used?
Divided by
That is
8
division.
over 1 equals j.
And the number sentence combining our given
21
facts and our
divided by
operation,
4
that
times
is 5
8
and 1/4
over 1
divided by 1
equals 168
j.
over 4.
Then
Reducing
solve.
it further,
5 and 1/4 divided by 1/8
by 4
equals
is
j.
equal to 42.
This time,
So
5
the
and
baker
1/4
has 42
is a mixed number.
pieces of pies.
So to be able to perform
This
the
time,
operation,
we are going
need
to
to change
use
it first
a model.
to improper
We have
fraction.
here the illustration
That
of
is
5 and 1/4.
5 times 4 is 20.
And
Plus
then we
1,
have
we got
1/8.
21 over 4.
Now, how many 1/8
divided by
fits and
8
5
over
over
1
4
equals j.
Well, just count how
21
many yellow
divided by
blocks
4
are found
times 8
in our
over
third
1
column. So
equals
counting
168
it, we will have
over 4.
42.
Reducing it further,
the
168
baker has
divided by
42
4
pieces
is equal
of
to
pies.
42. So the baker has 42
Wow,
pieces
you
of
are on the
pies.
right track.
This
I know
time,
you can do the
we are
next
going to
set of
use a
activities
model.
in your module.
We have here
Read
the
directions
illustration
carefully
of 5
and
and
finish
1/4.
all the tasks presented in the module. Good luck.
And then we have
and have a wonderful
1/8.
time accomplishing the
Now,
activities.
how many 1/8 fits and 5 over 4?
Department of
Well,
Education,
just
Division
count
of Benguet.
how many
Ken
yellow
Beto,
blocks
na istasyon.
are found in our third column. So counting it, we will have
Di Kabenguetan.
42. So, the baker has 42 pieces of pies. Wow! You are on the right track. I know you can do the next set of activities in your module. Read the directions carefully and finish all the tasks presented in the module. Good luck and have a wonderful time accomplishing the activities.
Kapag lumapit o sumapit ang kawayan ninyo sa linya, maaari po kayong makuryente. Dahil sa lakas ng kuryenteng dumadaloy sa linyang ito, ang paglapit at pagdikit ng anumang bagay na hawak ng tao tulad ng bakal, kahoy o kawayan ay maaaring maging sanhi ng aksidente o pagkamatay. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.